Case, long year and a half.
Yes.
How are you feeling today after hearing everything?
I'm glad that there has been some penalty that had to be paid for Stone. I'm hopeful, even beyond what we've accomplished today, that this never happens again. That this never happens again anywhere, but certainly that we have demonstrated that there's a consequence to be paid, and that all of these deaths, one every year since 1959, a hazing death every year. There's just far too many valuable lives that are lost, and we can't afford that anymore, and we have to do something. And the judge is right, and Mrs. Foltz is right in the fact that it's not just one aspect. It's not just the students, it's not just the university, it's not just the courts, but the only way that it'll be changed is by doing it all together.
And we did some clarification on it. So is it 42 days for Jacob, and then is it 30 or is it 42 for Troy as well?
It's 42 for both of them, and then Mr. Henricksen received an additional 28 days of house arrest after that.
Okay. In your opinion, is that enough for this kind of case?
Well, I mean, we did everything that we could in order to get as much of a consequence as we possibly could, and we're pleased with that the judge heard us through.
Anything else, guys?
Can I just ask you how you felt about the judge speaking on his statement and kind of the lack of awareness or responsibility for that? Was that good for your clients? I know they touched on it as well. How are they feeling about that?
Well, my client is the state of Ohio, but if you're talking about the Foltzes,
that's what I meant.
I'm sure I haven't had a chance to speak to them in the aftermath of the sentencing, but certainly I'm pleased and more importantly hopeful that those will have an impact on Mr. Henricksen and on other people who I think that, as I said in my sentencing statement, I think that one of the reasons that this persists is because everybody says it's not my fault. I just did this, or I just did that, and I think that the judge brought out that that's how this continues on, is because somebody does one thing, somebody does another thing, and it results in somebody's either injury or their death.
Thanks, Paul.